For some reason, I convinced myself that I need to be productive every moment of the day, otherwise I'm wasting my time. Guess what? I did some research, and this feeling guilty for not being productive is actually a type of anxiety, which is called time anxiety. The feeling that life is too short, how my current behavior will affect my future, the sense that there aren't enough hours in a day.
I am sad.
This weird time anxiety can easily lead to a burnout, or I could lose the passion I had when I initially started working on my goals. I am still struggling with this, but lately it has been improving. How, you may ask? Well, this process sure ain't easy, but here are 4 actions that helped me. The main thing that helped me was to change my perspective on time and productivity. I understood that time wasn't going to change, so my view on time should. Accept the fact that we, humans, cannot control time, and that it is endless and that it does pass by. Your time anxiety will stay if you cannot accept this fact. And by changing my perspective on being productive, I became a bit more relaxed. I simply attach purpose to every non-productive activity I'm doing, even if that's chilling for hours. Here's an example. When I realized I've been watching a series for too long, instead of thinking I just wasted 3 hours of my life on Netflix when I could be going to the gym or reading, I think I enjoyed spending these 3 hours watching my favorite series, and my body has been resting, and this series has made me happy. It was not a waste of time. By no means do I mean stop being productive and stay in your comfort zone, do whatever you want and never feel bad about it. We still need to push ourselves, but it is in the moments where we did put in the work and we are in a good spot in life, but we still feel restless that we should be doing something more. If you feel too overwhelmed to move outside of your comfort zone, I have a great video on the topic, go check that one out. A big thought that kept returning was that I needed to accomplish my goals as soon as possible. Having this thought in mind made me completely forget that the process is the best part, not the end goal. It is impossible to accomplish everything in a day, a week, or a year. There will always be things that you cannot accomplish as soon as possible. I was so focused on what I still needed to do that I kind of forgot to look back and see what I already accomplished. There's a great quote from Mac Miller that helped me remember this. The number one reason why people give up so fast is because they tend to look at how far they still have to go, instead of how far they've gotten. We all know this is true, but we still forget it. So here's a little reminder. Look at the things you already accomplished, even if they're small. I know this is hard in this day and age where everybody is addicted to immediate gratification, looking for the fastest results, but I now try to put my focus on the learning process. Me setting unrealistic expectations of accomplishing more than I'm able to, it most often led to this productivity guilt.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
So the next thing that helped me is to set realistic expectations for the day. When I started to be more realistic and accepted the fact that I could not complete a new big project the same day, I experienced less anxiety and regret afterwards. What tasks have priority and need to get done? And then I try to really stick to it. The days where I do not clearly structure what I need to get done, I am left with my huge to-do list and an unstructured brain. Now I really try to be done with working when my focused work hours are over. Sometimes it's still difficult to close my laptop, but finishing my set schedule does make me feel less guilty. Then when I'm home and have free time, I really tell myself that I completed my work for the day and that this is my deserved free time and can do whatever I want. And when I had the thought, maybe my schedule is not as busy compared to other people, I think again. This brings me to the final point that I mentioned multiple times, but I stopped comparing myself to the people I see online. So many people online say they have the craziest life, are in a rush 9 days of the week, working 3 years a day, and most of the time it is not a realistic picture of how their lives are in real life. There's a theme going around in the hustle culture that unless you're grinding and working every hour of every day, you're not working hard enough.
Is 6 a.m. to noon, and I'm not crazy. My second day starts at noon and goes till 6 p.m. That's day 2. And then the next day is 6 p.m. to midnight. What I've done now is I have changed and manipulated time. I now get 21 days a week.
I think it is quite toxic. And for a lot of people, this mentality will result in a burnout rather than productive results. It makes you live less in the moment. So use your self-awareness and don't fall into the comparison trap. Hopefully these 4 factors can benefit you like they benefit me. If not, that's also okay. I'm sure you will find something that will work. I wish you all the best of luck because we're all in this together. Feed the mind, the body and the soul, as one cannot function without the other. I see you next video. Much love!